So friends of mine do ask me, hey Patrick, I want to start selling on Amazon, but I don't know which products will work. How do I find a product to sell? So in under 2 minutes, I am going to try and explain to you how you can do just that. So, before I even start that, there are a few things that you need to take into consideration. Number one, you want to choose a product that people want. Number two, you need to be able to source that product relatively easy, especially at the beginning. Number three, you need to make sure that the market isn't too saturated. Number four, you will need to make sure there's a bit of money in it in order to stay motivated. Okay, so let's shoot over to the computer and I'll give you a couple of examples. Number one on how to find the products, and number two on how to find out how well they rank within Amazon's sales rank. One of the first things you can do is obviously just do a Google search. So we just put it into Amazon. Amazon's best sellers. Okay, voila. Click the first one that comes up there, and then you're going to start to see the things that sell best on Amazon. And this can tell us a lot of information here, what the new releases are, movers and shakers, what's the most wished for. Now you need to set aside a bit of time to do this properly, because by setting aside a bit of time now, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and money later on. So take the time, see how you get on, and you can go through all the things that you like best, whether it's shoes and bags, whether it's PC and games, whether it's garden and outdoors, things that you might have a genuine interest in, and you can go around there and search and see what you like. So in my case, well, obviously if I'm selling shoes in a bricks and mortar shop and also online, well then perhaps that's the area for me. So I've just opened up a tab here, put in women's shoes. This is the first thing that comes up. Choose a size. And how do we find out how well that sells? Well, we just scoot on down here to the product details, and we can see that this is number 21 in shoes and bags, and this is really significant because anything that's under 20,000 is a great sales rank. You can sell quite a few of those during the day. Now if it's under 10,000, it's even better. If it's under 1,000, well then you're really onto something. You can then click on what the top 100 are, and you can get an idea of all of the different things that will sell well, and just start investigating. But you do need to spend time. You'll see the first 1 to 20, 21 to 40. Now it's all about seeing is there money in it too, so you've got to really just check out who the competitors are, what it's like. If we choose one here, even this one, say we choose a size 11. This is a Converse. What's it like in the sales rank? Well, it's the second most popular thing on all of ebay.co.uk. So if you can get that brand and you think there's a bit of money in it, well then why not just go for it? That's the sort of thing that you need to do, and you can do that for any item. So that's basically it. Now, if that's all you've been here for, you can head on. And before you do go, check a few of my other videos, which should be appearing here in a little box. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can see more content like this. Now, I'm going to give you a few other examples or a few other thoughts which I have kind of gleaned from my own experience. In my opinion, it is all about the research, especially at the beginning. Spend some hours going through Amazon, taking a look at products you like, seeing what's out there. It's going to save you a lot of time later. Now, if you're already a retailer with a bricks and mortar store, you probably already have the product. So you want to get it up there as fast as possible and start to get some sales. At the beginning, when you're just starting to sell on Amazon, it really is about researching your product thoroughly. Make sure you're going to be able to make a business out of it, and then go along and source a bit of that and see how it goes in terms of sales. Sometimes we have great ideas, we think this is definitely going to sell, and perhaps it doesn't sell that well for any number of reasons. So do your research properly first, and it'll save you loads of time later on. Now, because you've stuck around up until now, I'm going to give you my free Amazon resource guide. You'll just have to either click the screen below here, the link should be appearing, or if you're on a mobile device, you'll have to click the link in the description, and that'll give you a couple of resources which I recommend and it'll help you get started. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips which I think you should take into consideration when you're just beginning. Number one, stick to an existing product. You probably have a great idea, you've invented something, you think it's going to really sell well, but don't start with that if you haven't any experience. Start with something that's already selling online and see how you get on. Get familiar with that stuff and get started. Secondly, don't start outsourcing on Alibaba.com or going away to China to see if you can source a private label product if you haven't even started to sell on Amazon. Go through the process, see what sells, then you can start outsourcing, then you can start to develop your brand, then you can start to develop your products. Thirdly, make sure it's relatively easy to post or to ship at the beginning, because to get competitive, you're probably going to have to offer free postage just to get that edge on everyone else. So keep that in mind. Don't go for anything too bulky, too expensive to post, otherwise you're starting off on the wrong foot. Now, if you are going to go down the route of outsourcing your product and white labeling it and private labeling it and all the rest, perhaps you should even try out a bit of drop shipping with your suppliers that you're going to do business with. See, will they post them out for you? Generally, if they're really well organized, then they probably do this and will do it well. In sixth place, but there are millions of products out there that you can sell. I would start off by choosing ones that you like, because that'll be easier for you to work through everything, especially when it gets tough and especially when you're tired and you have to keep on going. So go with things that you really like and you have an affinity towards, and that'll make the journey, especially at the beginning, a whole lot easier. Finally, I suppose when you are sourcing the product, don't buy container loads at the beginning. Just get small amounts and see do they sell. Before I go and end this video, remember to enjoy the journey. You have only one life and live it just once. So don't waste your time doing things that you don't like. Make sure you really enjoy the process of selling on Amazon and selling online. I hope this helps. This has been Patrick from Selling Online Today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.